Imagine waking up tomorrow and nothing looks different. Your face, your body, your voice, everything seems normal. But hidden beneath the surface, one thing has swapped: your genitals. Men still look like men, women still look like women, but biologically they've switched sex organs. How would this single, invisible change ripple through society, biology, and human identity? Let's explore. First, the biological consequences. Human reproduction would be immediately challenged. A man with male appearance but female reproductive organs could theoretically conceive a child if the internal systems functioned. Conversely, a woman with male genitals could produce sperm. Overnight, roles in conception would blur. The visual cues society has always tied to reproduction would no longer match the biological reality. Medicine would face enormous confusion: gynecology for men, urology for women. Fertility clinics would be forced to redefine everything from pregnancy care to genetic counselling. Hormonal balances would also shift. Testosterone and estrogen production often link with gonadal structures, meaning individuals might suddenly experience mismatched hormone levels compared to their external appearance. This could cause unpredictable effects: voice pitch, muscle mass, or mood changes, breaking the traditional link between how someone looks and how their body functions. Socially, the shock would be enormous. Dating, marriage, and intimacy are deeply tied to expectations about anatomy. Trust, attraction, and cultural scripts about masculinity and femininity would be upended. Some people might embrace it as liberation from stereotypes, while others would feel betrayed by their own identity. Laws, bathrooms, and sports would erupt in chaos. Do men's sports now include people who can biologically carry children? Do women's restrooms now host those producing sperm? Gender categories already under debate in our world would fracture further. Even religious and cultural traditions built on strict definitions of man and woman would face existential crises. Entire belief systems would be forced to reinterpret what it means to be male or female. On a psychological level, the disconnect between appearance and biology could lead to mass identity confusion. People who have always felt secure in their gender might suddenly question themselves. Would men still feel masculine if they could menstruate? Would women still feel feminine if they could impregnate? Gender dysphoria, normally affecting a smaller group, could become a universal human condition. But at the same time, empathy might expand. Billions of people experiencing this mismatch could create a new collective understanding of gender diversity, potentially reducing stigma and broadening acceptance. So, what would happen if humanity swapped genitals but kept the same appearance? Biology would scramble, society would fracture, and identity would be rewritten. But maybe, out of that confusion, we'd finally realize that being human isn't just about what's visible or even what's hidden, but about how we choose to understand, connect, and accept one another.